some high stakes choker here. I've already reached 100 million chips, and I wanted to bring you in as I try and make it all the way up to 1 billion. That seems to be the limit, or 999 million or so. We're going to be playing high stakes, 5 million chip buy-in. This game is only heads up, makes sense, because chess is one-on-one. Yeah, I have some thoughts about the format, but we'll talk about that as we get in. So let's jump right in. We got a game over here. We are playing as black, and first up is the betting phase. Now we see what kind of cards we get. Honestly, a pawn and a bishop is one of my least favorites. I prefer over pawn and knight because bishops kind of have a little bit more flexibility in the endgame. You can go further. They're not limited in their range as much. You can get some tricks with the knights, but let's see here. We got a rook and a pawn, another bishop. I mean, it's a playable hand. It's not the worst. I like to have two pawns for sure. It's not too bad. All right, we're gonna bet 1 million here, only because they've been a bit passive. It doesn't seem like they have the best hand. They didn't make any kind of value bet, so I'm not expecting them to have the best hand. And I've got some mobility with the bishop pair and one rook, and the two pawns will protect my. Actually, we'll have 3 pawns in total, so they'll do a pretty decent job protecting my my king. Let's just take control of this dark squared diagonal. That's what bishops are meant for. I think I can see the opportunity to pin that knight. Alright, so his cards, like I said, aren't that good. I think we should just take total control of these, of the king side. Oh, actually the queen side, should I say. We are black here. Yeah. So we're going to place this pawn over here. This is a quick little pass pawn trick. He's going to have a tough time preventing my pawn from queening. Oh yeah, and he just offers up his knight. I'm just going to take it because we can grab a free pawn, and our knight will be, our rook will be developed in the process. Yeah, this is not looking good for white. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna put my rook over here in the back rank, I think, just to pin that knight. He's got nowhere to go with it now. Yeah. Get the pawn pushed. He's got no way to stop it. I'm just gonna bring my king, my rook back. I don't want to bring it all the way back because at the time he's got that light square bishop. If we bring it all the way back, the rook will be on a light square. It won't be protecting the pawn right there as well. Let's just push the pawn. You know, his king's blocked. Can't get anywhere. At this point, the knight can't get anywhere. Yeah, he's done for. Too bad we couldn't get more chips in, but I think we played it safe with the betting. It could be argued we shouldn't have even made that final bet, but for the most part, I think when I have equal amount of material with my opponent, even if they're white, for the most part, I'm going to outplay them. I mean, this person was not playing well, but I also had better pieces. Now let's just get this mate in. He's got knight to d1. We're gonna, yeah, let's get our bishop in here. That should be checkmate in the next move. All right. Now we just need to close it out. We've got a little bit of flexibility. We could lose an all in. That's always nice. That's the one benefit of not winning right in the first one. You know, you got some opportunities to get kind of 2-1 odds after that. Oh, look at that. We got a queen, we got a pawn. Good luck stopping us now. Now we don't want to scare him away. You know, normally I'd raise a little, but as the blinds kind of move up, it's going to be expensive for this person to fold. Now we've got a rook and a knight. Really, really great hand here. Just having a queen and a rook, it's so powerful. But also that knight can be super tricky and helpful. Doesn't really matter what we get. Oh, look at that, another rook. We are absolutely dominating. Here, let's just go all in. I don't want to look like I'm trying to take a little bit amount of chips for value. I want him to think I'm scaring him away. I want him to think I'm bad hand, and my all in is just a way to make him fold. And so I feel like, you know, in these heads up situations, they're just gonna call. All right, central pawn here. These middle two pawns are just absolutely key. If you can get one on the edge, you know, towards the end you see an opening. It's not a bad play like we did earlier, but all right. Yeah, I opted for the C file because there's no defense. You know, we line it up. Sure, at this point we're white, so we don't have to worry too much about the first move being some crazy attack against us. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, with this move, good luck stopping me. I'm gonna pin the bishop just to limit his mobility, limit the amount of moves he can even play. All right, be my guest. I'm just gonna bring my rook after a check, of course. Even better. But you know what, I'm gonna double up my rooks. Oh yeah, we got this nice check. And then he's only got a couple of moves to stop it. They both look real bad for him. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm expecting he's going to push the pawn. Yep. All right, now we just check him over here. And there's one move, and it's mate. Choke mate. Oh, I missed the bishop. So now it's choke mate. All right, so that's one game down. Let's see if we can challenge someone who's got a little bit more skill. I'm not too impressed so far with my opponents. Yeah, I wonder if they'll increase the stakes at all. I don't think they will. I think they want to limit how many chips can transfer in one moment, because at this moment they're probably making some money selling chips to users. And you know, if you can get some chips from your friend who's a real good player and in an easy way by maybe throwing a match, that they're probably trying to avoid that kind of thing. Yeah, let's just fold this. You know, if you have a bad hand early, you might as well fold, because you're only losing a small amount. You know, as the blinds increase, and they increase pretty quickly, it's going to be a lot more difficult to fold. Now we're the big blind, so if we can just get a check in, I'd be happy with that. Yeah, maybe we'll get some better cards. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I can work with this, but it's still not the best, you know. That's a little trick I play to stop them from making a bet, you know. I feel like if I checked, he probably would have made a bet and it would have been more. So I'm thinking, maybe he doesn't have a good hand, but all right. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know why he would. What is going on over here? I feel like I'm being deflected and I should be more defensive, but I don't know. It's not that many chips. If we lose this, we still have plenty of opportunities to come back. Attack his pawn. I'm gonna have to defend that rook. But the fact that he already put a rook down, yeah, he's got another rook, and there's a good chance he's got a queen, and I'm absolutely screwed. I don't know. I'm not feeling good about this. All right, let's. I guess we have to block one of the rooks. Yeah, I'm gonna regret this. I bet you it's a queen. Oh man, yeah, I should have. Yup, it's a queen, and wow. I even doesn't matter where I place this bishop. I am absolutely losing in mate and two. Oh my goodness, there's no way. I mean, he's got to see it. He placed that queen in the perfect place. Yep, he's got queen to g7, king to f8, and then queen to g8 mate. And I can't place another light square bishop. I have to make it a dark square. So it doesn't matter where I put it. I've lost. I guess we might as well just put it somewhere and hope he misses the mate in two. Even then, even if he missed the mate in two, I'm pretty screwed. All right. And is he gonna do it? Yeah, he saw it. All right, it's not over. We absolutely saved ourselves by not betting a lot. It's kind of easy when you don't have that good at cards. But let's see if we can do a comeback. I'm feeling confident. He seems to be a better player. That was a nifty opening there with the diverting of the pawns, kind of keeping my defense of the king way too low. Ugh, really not the kind of hand I was hoping for. Yeah, I'm going to fold this while I still can afford to. Let's hope we get a queen. Oh man, the blinds are... All right, here we go. We've got a queen and a pawn. I'm feeling a lot better about this. Let's make a small bet just to... Or you know what? Maybe we should check. I think a small little bet be irresistible for him to call. And then it makes the final all in a smaller amount. All right, two minor pieces. I can work with that. Better than just one. See, it was easy to make the call when it was less than $1 million. And we get a rook. Yeah, I'm feeling very confident about this. Alright, starts out with a bishop. That means he might not even have any pawns. But doesn't mean necessarily that he has a queen. So if we can fade the queen. Alright, he's got the bishop pair. I got the knight pair, if that means anything. Not really, that's not a thing, but knights can be tricky. Okay, so he's got a knight. So that only leaves 2 slots for him where he could have a rook and a queen. Alright, so he's got the rook. I'd wager he has a queen. But, all right, so we're attacking his bishop. He's going to have to defend that bishop. All right. Let's see it now. Now we can get a double attack. I like this move here with queen a8. It both attacks his rook on h1, but also defends our knight on b8, so that the rook can attack the bishop on c2. So he's going to have to do something. Yeah, there's nothing he can do. Maybe if his knight was on f2, then he could have played bishop to e4, both saving it from my rook and also blocking my queen attack on his h1 rook. But his knight is on d1. So what's he going to do? I like when they use a lot of time. It means that I might even be able to flag him if I make a mistake here and lose some. What is this? Bishop to g6. That is not a move. I'm sorry. I can take that for free. And he still can't even check me with his rook because my knight is blocking. Alright, so he's going to attack my knight. I don't really have a good place to put it, so I'm just going to bring it back. But first, you know what? I got this check. You know, checks are so great. Alright, I don't really know what to do with my knight here, so I'm just going to bring it back. What's he going to do? I'm feeling pretty good about this. Don't know what that's accomplishing. Yeah, definitely. Yep. Thanks for the rook. And what's next? Okay, sure. I'll just take that bishop for free. His clock is ticking. Yeah, I think I'm going to pin that knight. Never a bad idea. Oh, and then he goes back to defend. I'll just check his king away. Grab that knight. Alright, well, this is where you can see my endgame. Could use a little bit of help, but I'm pretty good at not blundering the endgame. I'm just not going to be the most efficient, as you can see. He's just gonna maybe, yeah. Let's try it this way with my queen on d2, or you know what, e1. I'm just gonna have to bring my knight into the game. All right, go ahead, give me your rook. I'll yeah. We'll just finish this out with some, you know, you got to be careful of stalemate, but he does have his pawn, so he always has that move to push so that stalemate isn't opportunity. So this is mate in 2 or 1 or 3 or, yeah, mate in 1. Thank you. Not bad. All right, it's not over yet though. We still have to finish this out, but the tables have turned. Now we are in the chip lead. Let's hope we can. All right, a rook. Oh, rook and a bishop. I think this is gonna be the hand. I think I'm gonna let him make the first move here. I'll probably check, but yeah. Got a piece. Oh, another rook. I think we'll have to make a little bit of a move here just to, yeah. We're going to win these chips. Yeah, he's calling. We're going to do this. Okay, we got a pawn. Got to get that center. The center 2 pawns are super important. They, oh, okay, so something was demoted on his end. They're great because, you know, you got to protect your king, of course, but they're also invulnerable to early bishop attacks. You know, you can get your bishop on the outer ranks, and what that does is actually can put an attack on the F or C second rank. Fade the queen. Yeah, oh my gosh. I think we got this one in the bag. Pin the knight. This is a great recipe for winning. You know, you just want to limit the amount of moves your opponent has. I'm just gonna keep my rooks as far apart as possible to prevent any kind of forks. Yeah, and we can just reduce the material, just make fair trades. And expand our advantage. And we have a commanding lead, but you got to be careful with knights. When you're dealing with knights, they can suddenly turn the tables against you. You know, even if I were to lose a rook right now, I think I could still win, but I'm gonna try and make my life a bit easier by avoiding any type of disaster. Alright, so he's attacking my rook, but that's okay. It's only one rook being attacked. I can move it. Yeah, let's get a check. Alright, so I think we can just trade some knights here. He's left one for my rook to take. He'll grab the other. Oh, he could fork me, but he didn't see it. Oh, what a relief. I gotta get my rooks out of there. He had the fork. Can you find it? Alright, you know, we'll pin it. No. Take the pawn. Oh, I had a pin. But that would have been a free knight. But you know what? That's okay. I got a pawn out of it. Just gotta figure out what to do. Get my rook as far away as possible. I think it's safe to just take the knight. He won't be able to queen. I'm just gonna end this out. I've got a huge advantage. Yep, that was expected. We'll just prevent him from having any type of threats. Yeah, even though we're lower on time, he's got about 2 minutes. I've got 1. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just gonna keep his king away and promote one of these pawns. It's easier than mating with just a rook. We'll just promote a pawn. You know, want to avoid stalemate, but I've done this enough times that I think I can not have to worry about it. Now okay, so we do need to prevent him from getting to the e7 square of the king, but even then, we have the other pawn to kick him out with. Let's get this queen. Alright, you know, just get a lot of checks in. Checks are a sure way to not stalemate. If you're checking, then you might be checkmating, who knows. As long as whatever piece you're checking with is safe, should be good. Oh, and that was chokemeat. I didn't even realize. Alright, so like I said, you know, the opponents haven't been that good. That last one did have a pretty awesome opening against me in the first round, but there weren't enough chips on the table to eliminate me, and I was able to come back and take them out. So that was the first 10 million chips that I've won on my road to 1 billion from 100 million. Let me show you some statistics. You might have an interest in that. I don't even know where to find these things. Alright, here we go. Who cares about achievements? I guess I got my over 100th choke mate. Alright, my stats. yeah, I don't know if this means anything to you, but I figured I'd show them to you. Let's keep playing some Choker. It's a fun game. We've got a lot of hope in this game. I think the app itself still has some bugs, but they're updating pretty frequently. Anyway, until next time, this is Teach Me Anything. Thank you for tuning in, and be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification button. I'll see you in the next one.